Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Please subscribe and like the video before continuing. Kane's stubbornness means more trouble ahead. Lily holds a dagger. The Young and the Restless spoilers document that Kane Ashby's, Billy Flynn, meeting with Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, was instructive. Get updates on the latest news about the Young and the Restless, straight to your inbox. We use your personal data for interest-based advertising, as outlined in our privacy notice. What is this? He believed the head of the Abbott family, Jabot, and Abbott Media's sole financial backer could be schmoozed, and that calculation reinforced why Kane's plans don't make sense. Fans know this is daytime, and at any point in the plot, Kane could reveal how he's going to take over the legacy companies in Genoa City, Wisconsin. Some soapy magic could make the Abbott's family businesses, Newman Enterprises, including Chancellor, and Winters Incorporated, unable to prevent a hostile takeover. But there is a secret weapon in this city, and her name is Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil. She holds a figurative dagger, with that reference intended as a direct reference to the antique knife that ended Damian Kane's, Jermaine Rivers' life. So, what if Lily conditions a reconciliation with her on Kane relinquishing his takeover goals? Why was that weird event in France held? Kane's main purpose was to get Lily to his estate without her knowing he was there. So, extending the Aristotle Dumas ruse through the event he held on his European train car and in that bizarre maze worked. What is this? But Kane also believed that he could influence the opinions of all gathered, or at least enough of them, with his grandiose affair. He also wanted to trap them there while finalizing a series of real estate deals in GC and having Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, gather as much intel as possible while everyone was gone. Kane Ashby isn't delusional. Kane has some big ideas, but he isn't delusional, as fans were told. Victor Newman's, Eric Braden, comments before he knew who Aristotle Dumas was confirmed that reality. Victor said that he was familiar with Aristotle, as he was an unseen rival for business interests. The implication is that Victor lost out to Kane, then went by the Aristotle persona. However, his late father, Colin Atkinson, Tristan Rogers, somehow engineered the acquisition of a fortune that is counted in the billions. That money, in the form of various financial and hard assets, represents Kane's power. So, no one is laughing off the threat Arabesque represents to the companies that each power broker in GC currently heads. Lily Winters hasn't lost her love. Lily says that Kane disgusts her. But Devin Winters, Bryton James, suspects that his sister doesn't have Kane out of her system. What is this? Devin believes that Lily has her eyes open and is leery of Kane. But they have children together and were married twice. That last union ended with a hard break, yet, as the audience has seen, she's noticeably affected in his presence. Intending to negotiate with Kane, Lily feels she's operating from a position of strength. While it's true that his heart remains open to her, Kane has also been honest with many people about his intentions. Lily is following Victor's advice and maintaining contact with Kane. But her goal of preventing his business plan will clash with his determination to make her his wife once again. The outcome and fallout should prove deeply impactful for many. This site is a leading source for everything linked to the Young and the Restless. Check back regularly for Y&R spoilers and news. Kane's stubbornness means more trouble ahead. Lily holds a dagger. Kane Ashby has never been a man to back down when his pride, his family, or his heart is on the line. Time and again, his determination to prove himself has been both his greatest strength and his most dangerous flaw. In the world of the Young and the Restless, where loyalty is tested daily and secrets can tear apart even the strongest of bonds, Kane's refusal to compromise could lead him into the kind of storm that changes lives forever. With Lily Winters positioned in the middle of his struggle, her choices, and the metaphorical dagger she holds, could determine not only Kane's fate but the entire balance of power in Genoa City. This isn't just another chapter of love, betrayal, and ambition. This is a dangerous dance where one misstep could bring everything crashing down. Cain's troubles have always stemmed from his inability to walk away when others might have chosen peace. His stubbornness is not the same as resilience. Resilience bends and adapts, while stubbornness resists, even when it's self-destructive. Recently, Cain has doubled down on choices that put him at odds with some of Genoa City's most influential players. Whether it's business maneuvers that challenge the Newman dynasty, personal vendettas that reopen wounds from the past, or his desperate attempts to keep his fractured family intact, Cain is charging ahead without regard for the fallout. The more he pushes, the more enemies he seems to collect, and the path he's chosen is not one lined with allies but rather filled with daggers waiting to strike. Lily, once his fiercest defender and most loyal partner, now finds herself in a complicated position. She knows Cain better than anyone, his passions, his faults, and the way his pride blinds him. Yet Lily herself has grown stronger, sharper, and more independent since their marriage unraveled. She is no longer the woman who will quietly endure the chaos Cain brings into their lives. Lily has her own ambitions now, her own place in the business world, and her own reputation to protect. She is not just a bystander to Cain's downfall, she is someone who holds the power to influence it. If Cain continues to push her, the dagger she holds may not be metaphorical for long, it could cut straight through the ties that bind them. The dynamic between Cain and Lily has always been volatile. Their love story has been marked by deep passion but also by betrayal, lies, and shattered trust. For every moment of reconciliation, there have been twice as many moments of devastation. The audience knows their history, and that history is a ticking time bomb waiting to explode again. Cain believes his persistence can win Lily back or keep her on his side, but what he doesn't realize is that Lily no longer sees things through the same lens. She understands the cost of standing by him, and she knows when his stubbornness threatens more than just his own future, it threatens her own. The dagger in Lily's hand may symbolize a choice, whether to protect Cain despite his flaws, or to cut ties and protect herself. Business drama only adds fuel to the fire. Cain has always struggled to find his footing in Genoa City's corporate wars, often being dismissed or underestimated by the likes of Victor Newman, Jack Abbott, and others who dominate the business landscape. Yet his determination to prove himself only grows stronger with each failure. That kind of hunger makes him dangerous. It pushes him to take risks that others would avoid, to step into battles that are unwinnable, and to gamble with everything he has left. If Cain is not careful, his stubbornness could put him in direct conflict not only with rivals but with allies who once tried to help him. Lily, caught in the crossfire, may find herself pressured to pick a side, and that decision could cut deeper than any betrayal they've endured before. On a personal level, Cain's family life is no less complicated. His children have been pulled through the storm of his decisions, witnessing scandals, separations, and the constant tension between their parents. Lily, as a mother, has always prioritized stability, even when her heart was breaking. Cain's unwillingness to change puts her in an impossible position. Does she continue to let the children suffer the consequences of his actions, or does she take the dagger and make a clean break for their sake? This maternal instinct could very well be the turning point that determines Cain's future. Another layer of intrigue lies in Cain's reputation in Genoa City. Once seen as a charming outsider who found his way into one of the most powerful families, he now risks being viewed as reckless and untrustworthy. The whispers around town, the judgments from those in the business and social elite, all add pressure to a man already spiraling. Cain doesn't do well under pressure. He doubles down, he refuses to listen, and he isolates himself further. This is where Lily's role becomes pivotal. She could either help him break the cycle or become the very person who finally ends it. Symbolism plays a strong role in this narrative. The dagger Lily holds isn't just about betrayal or violence, it's about the power of choice. Cain's stubbornness is the force that drives the story forward, but Lily's decision will be the climax. She can choose to wield the dagger in defense of her family, cutting Cain out to protect their children and her own future, or she can aim it at others in order to shield Cain from his enemies, risking her own downfall in the process. Either way, her hand will not remain still forever. Eventually, she will have to strike, and when she does, the repercussions will ripple through Genoa City. The audience is left to wonder, will Cain recognize the danger before it's too late? Can he finally set aside his pride and admit that his way is not always the right way? Or will his refusal to bend lead to his complete undoing? With Lily standing by, dagger in hand, the suspense lies not only in Cain's next move but in hers. Fans of The Young and the Restless know that this couple has survived the impossible before, but survival doesn't mean happiness, and it doesn't mean safety. This time, the stakes feel higher, the risks greater, and the wounds far too deep to simply heal with another round of apologies and promises. Cain's stubbornness has set the stage for a dangerous game, and Lily's dagger ensures that there will be no easy way out. Trouble is not just ahead, it's already here, lurking in every decision, every word, every confrontation. For Genoa City, this is more than just another romantic drama. It's the story of pride versus pragmatism, love versus self-preservation, and the fine line between loyalty and self-destruction. As Cain charges ahead into the storm of his own making, only one question remains: when Lily finally strikes, will it be to save him, or to end him? Cain's downward spiral isn't just a matter of pride anymore, it's a battle of survival in a world where power is currency and every move is scrutinized. His latest choices are putting him on a collision course with the most ruthless players in Genoa City. Victor Newman, a man who never tolerates disrespect or weakness, already sees Cain as a liability. Jack Abbott, who has watched Cain stumble too many times, questions whether Cain's hunger for validation is worth the risk of partnership. Even Devon Hamilton, who once viewed Cain as family, is beginning to wonder if Cain's loyalty is genuine or if it's just another act of desperation. Each of these figures could play a role in Cain's destruction, but what makes the situation even more volatile is that Cain isn't backing down, he's preparing for war. In his mind, Cain believes that this is his moment to finally prove his worth. He sees himself as the underdog who has been cast aside too many times, and now, he's determined to claw his way back to respectability. But in Genoa City, comebacks don't come without a cost. The risks he's taking could easily backfire, and if they do, he could lose not just his business standing but also the fragile remnants of his personal life. It's this very recklessness that puts Lily in an impossible position. She may have left Cain before, but her heart never fully detached, and that lingering bond is what makes her current dilemma so painful. Lily's dagger represents not just a choice between love and independence, but a choice between saving Cain and saving herself. She knows what's coming if Cain doesn't change course. She's seen him unravel before, and she's felt the sting of betrayal firsthand. If Cain continues to spiral, Lily could be forced to deliver a blow that cuts deeper than anything she's ever done before, ending the cycle permanently. Fans are buzzing with speculation. Will Lily become the one person Cain never expected to lose for good? Or could she shock everyone by turning her dagger outward, defending Cain against his enemies even if it means sacrificing her own career and reputation? As the business wars heat up, whispers of betrayal swirl. Rumors suggest Cain may already be plotting risky alliances that could destabilize entire companies. Is he playing with Newman Enterprises? Is he eyeing a move against Chancellor Winters? And where does this leave Lily, who has worked tirelessly to build her credibility in the corporate world? If Cain's actions drag her into scandal, she may have no choice but to protect herself at his expense. A single dagger thrust could sever both their professional and personal ties forever. Meanwhile, Cain's children are caught in the crossfire. They've endured too much already, and Lily's instincts as a mother are screaming louder than her feelings as a former wife. The children deserve stability, and if Cain can't provide that, Lily knows she must. But making that choice will not be easy. Fans who have followed Cain and Lily's roller coaster journey know that every time they've broken apart, something, love, fate, or sheer desperation, has pulled them back together. Yet this time feels different. This time, the dagger looms larger, the consequences sharper. The real question isn't whether Cain's stubbornness will get him into trouble, it's how far Lily is willing to go to stop it. And in true Young and the Restless fashion, the answer may come in a shocking twist no one sees coming. Y&R Kane Ashby isn't delusional. For years, fans of the young and the restless have watched Kane Ashby walk a precarious line between determination and downfall. He's been called reckless, prideful, and even delusional by those who can't understand his motivations. But what if Kane isn't delusional at all? What if his choices, flawed though they may be, are rooted in an unshakable vision that others simply refuse to see? In a world where power, deception, and betrayal dominate every corner of Genoa City, Kane's perspective may not be as irrational as it seems. Instead, it may be the hard truth no one else wants to face. Kane has always been an outsider. Unlike the Newmans, the Abbotts, or even Devon Hamilton, he never had generational wealth or legacy behind him. Every success Kane achieved came from grit, charm, and a willingness to fight harder than anyone else. That makes his recent clashes even more compelling. While critics claim Kane is chasing impossible dreams or trying to reclaim a status he never truly earned, Kane himself believes he has every right to demand respect, and he isn't wrong. Time and again, he's proven that when underestimated, he can rise to the occasion in ways no one expects. So is Kane really delusional, or are others too blind to acknowledge that he's been right all along? Lily Winters, his former love and fiercest critic, is one of the few people who understands the depth of Kane's drive. She's watched him crash, but she's also watched him claw his way back. To Lily, Kane's vision might look dangerous, but deep down, she knows it isn't entirely detached from reality. Kane sees opportunities others ignore, and while his methods are often questionable, his instincts sometimes hit the mark in ways that shake the very foundations of Genoa City's power structures. His stubbornness isn't insanity, it's strategy, wrapped in desperation and fueled by the hunger to finally prove himself. In business, Kane's latest moves are being painted as reckless gambles. He's stepping into arenas dominated by Victor Newman's iron grip and Jack Abbott's calculated cunning. Yet Kane refuses to back down, insisting that he sees a future where he isn't merely surviving but thriving as an equal player among Genoa City's elite. To most, this sounds like a fantasy. To Kane, it's destiny. He doesn't just want a seat at the table, he believes he's earned one. His conviction is so strong that dismissing him as delusional might be the most dangerous mistake his enemies make. After all, history has shown that those who underestimate Kane often regret it. His family life adds another layer of complexity. Kane knows the damage he's done in the past, lies, scandals, betrayals, but he also knows that redemption isn't impossible. He's been painted as the villain too many times, yet his love for his children and his lingering bond with Lily suggest he's not motivated purely by ego. If anything, Kane believes his determination is the only way to secure a future for those he loves. To critics, that's delusion. To Kane, it's sacrifice. He's willing to endure being misunderstood if it means delivering a better tomorrow for his family. The real tension lies in whether others will ever see Kane for who he truly is. Genoa City is a place where narratives are controlled by those with power, and Kane has never fully fit into that circle. It's easier for the Newmans, the Abbotts, and even Devon to dismiss him as a dreamer than to admit he might actually have the insight to disrupt their empires. But Kane isn't backing down. He's prepared to prove, through risk, through sacrifice, and through relentless determination, that he isn't delusional at all. He's simply ahead of his time, seeing possibilities where others see walls. For viewers, this sets up a storyline rich with drama and unpredictability. Will Kane's instincts pay off, shocking his rivals and silencing his critics? Or will his relentless pursuit of respect finally drive him into ruin, proving that the line between vision and delusion is thinner than anyone realized? One thing is certain, Kane Ashby is not the fool everyone believes him to be. His journey isn't about chasing fantasies, it's about rewriting the rules of survival in Genoa City. And when the dust settles, everyone will finally see that Kane was never delusional. He was just the only one brave enough to believe in a different future. Y&R Lily Winters hasn't lost her love. In the unpredictable world of the young and the restless, relationships are tested daily, and loyalty is often strained to the breaking point. Yet through heartbreak, betrayal, separations, and reconciliation, one truth remains: Lily Winters hasn't lost her capacity to love, no matter how many storms she's endured. While Lily has built herself into a strong, independent woman who commands respect in the business world and among her family, her heart still beats with an intensity that shapes every choice she makes. Viewers have seen Lily overcome devastating losses, the collapse of her marriage to Cain Ashby, and the struggle of defining her future, but her story is far from cold or closed off. If anything, it's clearer now than ever before that Lily's love, though sometimes guarded, remains one of her greatest strengths. Lily has grown tremendously since her days as a young woman caught in the drama of Genoa City's family wars. She is now a seasoned executive at Chancellor Winters, a woman who knows how to balance power plays, corporate intrigue, and personal integrity. Yet no matter how successful she becomes, her personal life continues to intertwine with her professional world. Cain Ashby, her former husband, remains a ghost she cannot fully exorcise from her heart. Their love story was one for the ages, passionate, tumultuous, and unforgettable. They may no longer be together, but Lily has never truly lost her love for him. That love has simply changed shape, shifting into something more complex and layered with history. It is not blind devotion anymore, it is love tempered by scars, trust issues, and painful lessons. But it's still there, undeniable and unbreakable. Some argue Lily should have moved on completely, and she's certainly tried. She's had new romances, new possibilities, and new reasons to put her past behind her. Yet Cain's shadow looms over every connection she makes. That isn't because she's weak or stuck in the past, it's because Lily hasn't lost her love. The depth of what she shared with Cain can't be erased by time or distance. Whether she admits it or not, part of her still aches when she sees him struggle, still glows when she remembers their happiest moments, and still questions if their story is truly over. At the same time, Lily's love extends beyond romance. She hasn't lost her devotion to her children, to her brother Devon, to her family's legacy, or to the company she helped build. In fact, her heart might be stronger than ever, capable of carrying more than most people can handle. That's what makes Lily such a compelling figure, her ability to love fiercely even after suffering unimaginable heartbreak. She could have chosen to shut down, to harden, to let her wounds define her. Instead, she chose resilience. She chose to keep her love alive, even when it hurt. The coming months in Genoa City are bound to test Lily again. Rumors swirl that Cain may be pulled back into her orbit, not just as a co-parent but as a man determined to win back respect and maybe even her heart. Will Lily's lingering love open the door for reconciliation, or will it become a weapon others use against her? Her position at Chancellor Winters already places her in the center of corporate rivalries, and if Cain's stubbornness brings more chaos, Lily will be forced to choose between love and loyalty, between her heart and her hard-earned independence. For fans, Lily's emotional battle is one of the most anticipated arcs on the horizon. Her strength has never been in question, but her heart? That's where the drama lives. Whether she finds herself drawn back to Cain, tempted by new love, or torn between family and passion, Lily Winters hasn't lost her love, she's simply learning how to wield it. And in Genoa City, love isn't just an emotion. It's a weapon. Lily's love for Cain has never been simple, and it never will be. Theirs is a bond forged through intense trials, including betrayals, separations, and the constant scrutiny of Genoa City's elite. Every argument, every reconciliation, and every shared moment has left an indelible mark on both of them. To outsiders, their story might seem like a cautionary tale of failed romance, but for Lily, it's a testament to endurance, to the ability to love someone deeply while knowing the risks involved. Cain's stubbornness and ambition have tested her patience, yet even in her moments of frustration, Lily has never completely let go. Her love remains, quiet but potent, shaping her decisions and influencing her interactions with those around her. This emotional depth is particularly evident in her role as a mother. Lily's children are a constant reminder of what she values most, and her love for them is intertwined with her enduring feelings for Kane. She watches him closely, noticing both his triumphs and his missteps, evaluating whether he is the man capable of protecting their family or the man whose pride might bring further chaos. In every choice she makes, Lily weighs love against responsibility. That delicate balance between heart and duty is what makes her such a compelling character. She has not abandoned her capacity for love, but she has learned to channel it with purpose, using it to guide her family and protect her children from the turbulence that Kane's decisions can create. Lily's professional life also intersects with her personal emotions in complex ways. As a key figure at Chancellor Winters, she is constantly navigating corporate rivalries, power struggles, and the shadow of her family legacy. Yet even in this high-stakes world, her capacity for love influences her strategy. She understands loyalty and trust in ways her colleagues often overlook, and her empathy, particularly when it comes to Kane, can both strengthen her alliances and leave her vulnerable. Fans of the show have speculated endlessly about how her love for Kane might affect her decisions at work. Could she risk her position to support him? Or will her growing independence and hard-earned credibility allow her to prioritize herself and her career above her lingering romantic feelings? The drama surrounding Lily and Kane is heightened by the constant presence of external pressures. Genoa City is a place where rivals watch for weakness and allies question intentions. Every step Kane takes is scrutinized, and every decision Lily makes can have far-reaching consequences. Her love for him is not naive, it is tempered by experience and understanding of the stakes. She knows that emotions alone cannot dictate outcomes in a city where power, reputation, and influence are everything. Yet despite this realism, Lily's heart remains open, a reminder that even in the cutthroat world of business and family drama, genuine love is still a force to be reckoned with. Another critical element of Lily's journey is her evolving self-awareness. She has grown from a woman defined by her relationships into someone who actively shapes her destiny. Her love for Kane is no longer a passive experience, it is an active, conscious choice. She decides when to protect him, when to confront him, and when to step back for the sake of her own well-being. This autonomy is what sets her apart from many other characters in Genoa City. Fans have witnessed her struggle, and now, more than ever, Lily's love is a testament not only to her enduring passion but also to her strength, resilience, and clarity of vision. The intersection of love, family, and professional ambition sets the stage for what could be one of the most riveting storylines in recent Y&R history. Lily's loyalty and heart are being tested in ways that force her to confront difficult truths about Kane, herself, and the life they share through their children. Every choice she makes carries weight, and every decision has the potential to ripple across Genoa City, affecting not only her own trajectory but also Kane's and the fate of their family. Fans are left to wonder how Lily will navigate this delicate terrain. Will her love lead her to forgive past mistakes and rekindle a flame with Kane? Or will it guide her to protect her children and her own future by creating distance, even at the cost of her lingering feelings? Genoa City audiences know that in this world, love is rarely simple, and heartbreak is never far away. Yet Lily Winters remains a beacon of hope and emotional authenticity. She hasn't lost her love, she's learned to wield it wisely, and the consequences of that choice promise to captivate viewers for months to come.